happy St. Patrick's Day. As you can tell, I have my Irish green on, my Irish blue. Last night was group banquet, ate a lot, and treated myself to brunch today, so I'm looking to do something a little lighter for dinner. So what I'm thinking of is creamy spinach soup. Something fun, something a little different, something I've never made before. So let's make it together. So normally you'll hear me say that fresh ingredients are always better, and that's true. Today, though, we are going to take a couple shortcuts and make life a little easier, a little faster. If it's St. Patrick's Day, you have to have soda bread. What I'm doing is making just enough for me, double everything for family size, except still only use one egg. It's all you need in the batter. I took my dry ingredients and placed them into my mixing bowl. Instead of yeast, we're using baking soda and baking powder. We're going to combine that with buttermilk in a moment, and that will generate the carbon dioxide bubbles to make it bread-like. I like using a whisk to mix everything together because it just incorporates better. I'm using a half cup buttermilk, 1 egg, and a quarter stick of butter. I like butter. Yes, I did melt the butter, did it gently. I slowly added the butter to the buttermilk and egg. Don't want the egg to scramble. Doesn't taste good in bread. Make a well right in the middle of your dry ingredients and pour the wet ingredients into that well. Take a fork and start mixing it around. This is just like we were making pasta dough. Stay right there in the middle. The liquid will absorb the flour mixture as fast as it can, and it will come out very quickly into a very sticky dough ball. I know, action shots. It's tough here when you're right-handed having to mix with your left and shoot with your right. The dough is going to form a very sticky ball very quickly. Sprinkle a little flour on your work surface, place the dough in the flour, and then knead it till it's no longer sticky. Or, if you have limited counter space or making a small loaf, you can do it right in the bowl. I know it's not ideal, but it does work. It will come out looking like this. Take the dough, form it into a ball. We're going to cut an X into the dough. First off is tradition. Secondly, it helps the heat get inside and cook the center of the loaf before the outside turns into burnt yuck. Use parchment paper, or if you don't have parchment paper, use aluminum foil. Spray a little bit of nonstick onto it there. Also going to take a little bit of egg beaten with a couple tablespoons of water and put it on top. That's what's going to brown it. Heat your oven to 350 if you're using a dark baking tray and or your oven runs hot. Set it for 325. We're going to bake this for about 45 to 60 minutes. Rotate the tray about halfway through. I use 20 minutes. And off we go. That's in the oven. Time to start working on our spinach soup. Quarter stick of butter. An onion we're going to dice. You can either use fresh, pre-diced, even frozen. We're going to use a pound of spinach. It can be fresh, it can be frozen, or a combination of the two. A couple other seasonings, cream, and if you like a thicker soup, a tablespoon of flour. I had some spinach already at the house. I took it, placed it on my cutting mat, and then rolled my blade over the leaves to help make it small. 3-quart pot with lid. I added the garlic and Italian herbs with the butter. I like butter. It's how you make things this felt figure. Add the onions. You're going to want to put a little pinch of salt on top. That helps to draw the water from the onions. The aroma between the onions and the garlic is amazing. Once that is become translucent, add in the fresh spinach. Now I'm using both fresh and frozen. The fresh was left over from the Bangers and Mash episode. It needed to be cooked. Once those leaves had wilted down, I added in the frozen spinach. It wasn't quite thawed, but it was close. If you like a thicker soup, this is when you sprinkle a tablespoon of flour over it and cook it in. 32 ounces of stock and 1 bouillon packet. Add in the thyme and rosemary. Heat to simmer and let warm for 10 minutes to incorporate the flavors. So the bread is done. Beautiful golden brown color. It smells wonderful. Place it on the cooling rack to keep it from burning on the bottom. The soup has been cooking for a little while. We've added now a cup of cream, allowed it to reheat. Take a little taste of the broth and Oscar, my golf, it is so good. So I plated it here. 2 scoops. Took some of my soda bread, little Irish butter on top. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready to eat. So thanks for joining me, and until next time, here's cooking with you.